Hello, my lovely, beautiful, beautiful souls. I am so happy, so excited to be back with another reading. This time we are going to be doing some insight from your spirit guides, some downloads that we get from them. Really, I'm intentionally just keeping this pretty open, pretty loose to be able to allow whatever they need to come through to come through. So this is really just a general guidance reading from your spirit guides at this time, which I was really getting pulled to do. I've been feeling a lot of shifts in energy lately. And so I really feel that this is a needed reading to do at this time for the type of energy that I've been feeling. So let's get right into it without further ado. Without further ado, I say. Yes. So you guys know me, my accents, never gonna change. Can't stop, won't stop. So we have this red, I think it's, oh my gosh, I want to say this is dragon bloodstone, blood dragon stone, something dragon stone. Oh my gosh. I need to be better about my crystal names, but this is beautiful. It is a kind of a mossy green crystal with red dots. I love that. I do know that this is really good. Whatever it's called, I remember when I got it, the person who helped me pick it out, they were saying that it's really good for cleansing, grounding, and protection, maybe. So anyway, whatever this is, that's what it's good for. And then we also have the Organite Pyramid right here. I love this guy. See how it sparkles in the light? So pretty, so pretty. Yeah, there we go. There it is. Do you see that? Oof, love it. Love that pyramid. So that's for pile 2. And last but certainly not least, we have this blue kyanite for pile number 3. Love this piece. I work with it a lot. This is really good for strengthening your connection when you're channeling or strengthening your connection to higher realms. So love that piece. All right. So you guys know the drill. Okay. Go ahead and take a few seconds here, tune in, see what pile's kind of calling your name, what you feel drawn to. As always, this is a general reading. So use the shopping cart method, my friends. Take what resonates, take what feels right and what fits, leave behind what does not. And without further ado, I will see you guys in your readings. All right. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1s. So if you chose this unnamed crystal that I can't remember the name of, this green red stone, then this is for sure your reading. Okay. And then first things first, pile number 1, you guys got 2 cards. So don't tell the other piles, but you guys definitely did get 2. And just something I'm going to note before we even hop into these guys and get some initial energy pulls and do a little check-in. I had my incense, the smoke from my incense, was aggressively wafting over to me as I was kind of getting your pile situated. And I really feel that your spirit guides pile 1, yeah, I just got confirmation chills. So your spirit guides pile 1 are coming in to tell you that burning incense or having candles nearby in your room, in the house, is really going to help you not just provide a cozy atmosphere, because aromatherapy is super, oh my gosh, amazing, right? But more than just helping to calm you down and create a cozy atmosphere, it's very good just for helping maybe some anxiety. I'm feeling a little bit of anxiety from some of you. And, you know, if you kind of roll in the way of rituals and ceremonies, then smoke. Cleansing ceremonies could be something that you might want to Google. That's going to be super effective for you. I'm hearing someone's spirit guide is hopping in here and saying that. So they're just pushed their way through the crowd and came to the front. They're like, boom. So that's definitely for someone. But hey, if you don't roll in the way of ceremonies or rituals, all good. If you get a candle from Home Goods, call it a day. You know what I mean? But I'm being told that the fire element, the smoke element is definitely going to help you, not just with the aromatherapy, but also in terms of like cleansing, and protection as well with the fire and the smoke. So that was, first things first that they wanted me to communicate. So number 1, we have Swallow Sun number 19. Okay. And then 46, we have the lesson. My gosh. Can't even. Have I told you guys this before? It's like a mirror. So left is right, right is left, and it's like, there we go. You guys can see it. Okay. All right. So, oh, that's interesting. Okay. It was like this, but it's funny because when I set them down, I wanted to go like this. And when they're like this, the lesson swallowed, it's almost like a story. Interesting. So I think that was intentional that they had me do that. But first thing that I'm really getting here, pile 1, is that you guys have had to recently go through a long bout of clearing karmic cycles in your life, which is, can I just say, no small task. Okay. So something that they're wanting me to kind of touch on real quick is that karma, as I've said before here, you know, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. In the higher realms, there is no duality. There's no polarity thinking. There's no good. There's no bad. And a lot of times karma is seen as like, oh, that's like something that's bad. You know, like, oh, they're going to have karma. You know, what goes around comes around and they're going to get what's theirs. And that's just karma. And that's bad. Right. But really, when we look into karma, what happens is it's just deviations from soul contracts. Right. So on the other side, as I said, you know, before also, Earth is the most effective realm to experience conflict, because conflict and struggle are what helps our souls to grow and to evolve the quickest. So what happens is when we're on the other side and we say like, okay, you know, trigger warning, but if we say we want to experience abandonment or some form of struggle, we'll enter into what are called soul contracts with other souls, and we'll say, hey, this is what I'm wanting to learn on the other side. Will you help me? And will you dress up as this role, as this character, to help me learn this lesson, go through this experience in my next incarnation? And the other soul says, sure, I'll go ahead and dress up as this person in your next incarnation, and I'll help you learn X, Y, and Z. Great, let's do it. But as you all know, when we come here and we incarnate, we have amnesia. We don't operate as our higher selves. Things can go off course really quickly. They just showed me, spirit guides showed me like an off-roader kind of going like, and then it's like off into like the sand dunes off the road. It's like, that's kind of the energy here. So things don't always go to plan. And what happens is you could on the other side say, hey, you know, can you please allow me to experience X, Y, and Z by playing this role in my life. But if you're incarnated and that person just doesn't do that at all, and let's say they don't put you through whatever struggle you agreed to, or they do something different, you know, then that's karma that is racked up, and it's not good, it's not bad, it's just something that has to be rectified in another incarnation. And so the goal is, and this is kind of what ascended mastery means with ascended masters, is that they've cleared their karmic cycles, all of their karmic cycles, and they don't have any karma racked up. They've fulfilled all of their soul contracts as originally planned, and they've helped. That means they've helped in the way that was intended those specific souls grow and evolve as those souls initially wanted. Does that make sense? Okay, so that was just something that they wanted me to kind of do a little mini segue into. So yeah, a lot of karmic cycles have been cleared here. Big release that I'm really getting with that. And then with Swallow the Sun here, it's funny because there's almost like these two vortexes. If you can see, there's like a big vortex right here, and then it melds into this vortex, and it's bright, it's yellow. Lots of solar plexus energy that I'm getting here. Crows that I'm seeing in this picture as well. And crows are really known for psychic ability, intuition, third eye, activation. So for some of you, this could mean that your spiritual abilities are really kicking in. And then for others of you, your spirit guides, regardless, actually, this is overarching, your spirit guides are coming through to be like, hey, we need you to like have some fun. We need you to take a little breather. Like, you've done a lot of work, and we need you to just kind of slow your roll a bit and just have some fun in the sun is what I just heard. Have some fun in the sun. Oh my gosh. Your spirit guides are funny. Do you guys know the song from like the 80s? The one that's like, if you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. That's a song coming through here. And then I'm picturing someone on the beach, and then they have the sunglasses and a little pina colada. Yeah, so they're basically saying like, hey, you've done a ton of work. You've broken through a lot of karmic cycles. For some of you, this is also ancestral karmic cycles that you've been helping to clear and to heal. Inner child work for some of you that I'm hearing, but there's been a big release here. There's been a big shift in your energy. It's almost like when you're in like Super Mario and it's like boop, 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 you know, you level up. It's like, this is your level up phase. You've just finished up a really, really big, tough level. And now it's like you're in transition to this next level, this next phase. And so your spirit guides are like, hey, take a little bit of a reprieve, take a little bit of a vacay, you know, just go off the grid for a little bit. Your energy, though, sometimes could almost be like, no, I got to keep going. I got to keep going. It's not enough. It's not enough. I need to do more. And maybe you don't see just how big this is that you've done, that you've accomplished, that you've completed. And maybe you don't see it as being that big of a deal in your eyes, but for your spirit guides, they're like, listen, honey, you know, no, number one, this is actually a really big freaking deal. And number two, you need to trust us. And, you know, don't burn yourself out, essentially, is what they're coming through to say. Don't burn yourself out. Allow yourself to actually, have a sense of balance. Go with the ebb and the flows, like the tides, you know, going through not the motion. It's like, what is that called? Ebb and flow. It's like the rhythm. Thank you. Gosh, I couldn't think of the word. It's like going with the rhythms naturally instead of fighting against those rhythms. So your spirit guides coming through initially to say that to you. Okay. Beautiful message so far. Love that. So let's go ahead and open up with some, tarot. I don't want to, that was my candle. I don't want to bump that over. Bad news bears for that. Okay, so spirit guides of pile number 1 of the light conscious. What messages do you have for pile number 1, please? What messages do you have for pile number 1, please? Almost. Close, but no cigar. Close, but no cigar. There we go. Thank you. Okay. So we have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Alrighty. Pile 1's spirit guides of the light conscious. Oh my gosh. What messages do you have for pile 1, please? What messages do you have for pile 1? Oh my goodness, lot to say here. Okay, I got you. Well, this one for sure wanted to come through. Did you see how it just was like, here, I'm next. me next. So we have the 5 of Swords. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, how many do we have here? This is way too many. Way too many. Were there any that flipped upright? But they're wanting me to take the top one is what I just heard. So, okay, I'll take the top one. Knight of Wands. Okay. Okay. Pile 1's spirit guides of the light conscious. What messages do you have for pile 1, please? What messages do you have for pile 1? Oh my gosh. You guys. Going all over the place here. We're good. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of pent up energy here. It's almost like they're showing me Oh yeah, that one wanted to come through too. Just kind of bumped. Then we have the Emperor in reverse. Okay. They're showing me kind of that one. No. Okay. It's like a balloon that's about to burst. It's like there's so much pent up energy inside of you. And you've released so much, but there's almost like this resistance that I'm feeling, and I can't really place my finger on it. But there's some sort of resistance that I'm feeling to not want to go with the ebb and the flow, to not want to go with the rhythm, the natural rhythm, to want to go against it, and to just continue. I'm hearing the word like continue, to just keep going. But it's like you have to understand that you can't... Yeah, it's almost like you're trying to run a marathon, but it's like you have holes in your shoes, you need water, like things are just happening that are not good. Like when it comes to, I don't even know what happens when you run a marathon. I'm not really a long distance runner per se. I'm gonna call myself out here. But the point is, you're basically trying to like go, run this like huge marathon, but you're not stopping and you're not actually putting in things that are going to help you endure and go the distance. You know, like stop for a little water break, change out your shoes, you know, eat something. You know, I was going to say eat a donut, but maybe don't eat a donut when you're running, something healthy. I don't even know, whatever, an apple or something. Yeah. So they're just saying that's definitely coming through, that you really, really, really need to honor. Yeah, it's like honor this rest. Rest doesn't have to be something that's shameful. And maybe you did put your worth, pile one, on this ability to just be unfazed, this ability to always be going and achieving. Maybe you put your like self-image and your self-worth on who you're portrayed to be with other people. Maybe other people see you a certain way in the friend group, and you kind of allow that projection and you take that on and you see that as like, yeah, I am this person. Too many. This one. Okay. And you allow that projection to be a part of you. And really it's something that you don't have to take a hold of. You don't have to take a hold of that projection that you have to keep going, or else, you know, everything's going to fall apart. You can really take that much needed rest. Okay. You really, and there was a pile. I did an archangel reading recently in the last couple of weeks, and there was a pile where this energy was coming through. This energy is a little bit different from that pile, but that message that I just came through here with, you're connected somehow to that other reading in the archangel reading. There's a specific pile in there for you. So if you resonate with this reading, then for sure go check that out, because there is something in there for you. Then we have 8 of Cups. Okay. Then we have back of the deck energy, 4 of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Yeah, this is confirming basically everything that I was just saying. It's so funny how that happens. But yeah, so what I'm seeing here, excuse me, with the 8 of Cups, it's like... yeah, okay, first off, no, I'm sorry, 4 of Swords. So this depicts someone kind of in a gold coffin, and this is almost like, for me at least, the energy that I'm getting here with it being in reverse, it's like there's been this new version of you coming through, this new energy being birthed inside of you, and so you could be feeling like you have completely different like ways that you structure your days, different likes that you have. Like maybe you're changing some of the foods that you like, where you maybe used to be able to eat really, really kind of bad food all the time and it wouldn't really affect your body, but now you're recognizing and you're feeling the effects of it. And so you're changing your diet, and it's like the little likes that you have, the little habits that you have now is really quite different from how you used to be, is what I'm hearing. And so there's been this kind of rebirth in you, this new phase in your life that's been happening. But through that, it's like, even though this is this is taking place, it's been rocky. It's been a lot. There's been a lot of energetic release that's happened here for you guys. Let me just say that again, because I feel like sometimes you guys might, yeah, okay, so you guys might minimize your pain. You might minimize what you go through. I just got the picture of like, there's this meme that I saw years ago, and it's basically of this tall dog, and he has like a little, like a few inches on his like paws and right above of like mud. And then there's this tiny dog next to him, like a third his size, and the same mud that was only coming up like maybe, you know, a few inches on the big dog's legs comes all the way up to the little dog's like body, right? To where it's actually going into like his body and right below his neck. And it was some message of like, you never know what someone else is going through. Basically, I can't remember what it says, but the point here is that what you may feel is like not a big deal actually really is, right? And it's like, it's the same thing, but in different, showing up in different energies in different ways, because one dog is obviously bigger, the other dog is smaller. And it's like, I feel like you oftentimes see yourselves as being able to handle so much, and you pride yourself on being really strong, being very reliable, I'm hearing. And so with that, it's like you feel like, okay, I can handle so much, like I got this, I'm good. And that is so admirable, pile one. And I just want to say, like, I love you guys so much for being able to take that on. But at the same time, it's like you have to realize that what you've been doing is actually, it's a lot. It's a lot of work for you. Energetically, I'm hearing emotionally as well. And it's tiring, you know, even though you're not physically maybe doing work, it may be shadow work. It may be, different, whatever emotional blockages that you've been working through. It doesn't make it any less valid than if you were out toiling away, working 3 jobs and working 80 hours a week. Okay. That is a specific message for someone that someone's spirit guides wanted to come through with, to be able to validate and confirm that for you. So I'm seeing here, yeah, with the 8 of Cups, it's like you have all of this that you've just done, but it's like, oh, nope, I'm in search of the next, onward kind of a feeling. Here we go, moving on. Knight of Wands energy for sure coming through here. And it's like, yeah, you've already defeated this cycle, this karmic cycle that you're just ending, and it's been so heavy and so draining for you, but it's almost like you're like, nope, on to the next. Where's the next one? We got to keep moving. We got to go. And it's like your spirit guides are coming through to say, actually, no, actually, let's take a breather. Let's relax a little bit, have some fun, and just not worry so much. And I feel like you guys do deal with a bit of anxiety. You may have a lot of fear as well. Yeah, there's a lot of fear that I'm getting here with this energy too. And that can manifest in your chest, I'm hearing for some of you, and also the top of your stomach. So where your solar plexus would be, that's another key space where that anxiety and fear could manifest for others of you. But yeah, lots of gold, lots of yellow in these. So lots of solar plexus energy coming through here. And then the swallow the sun that I mentioned at the beginning with the solar plexus energy. So, and then also with the 6 of Pentacles, it's like you're so giving to other people. You're very much, yeah, it's like in the friend group, you pride yourself on being the strong one. You pride yourself on being the one that maybe people can always come to. You pride yourself on being able to handle so much, right? And other people are able to benefit from it, not in a bad way, but, in a sense of they're noticing this strength coming from you, and they're just like, okay, great. Can you help me? Can you help me? And you're willing to do so, but it's almost like, yeah, it's like with this Emperor in reverse here. It's like you have this mastery that you've completed, but it's almost like you see it as not being enough. You're like, it's like, yeah, your spirit guides are coming through to say like, you have been standing in this Emperor energy, and you have been like slaying this karmic cycle that you've just completed. You have just like, boom, 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 like grab them, smack them, rock'em sock'em robots is what I just heard. I don't know. That's for someone, maybe a specific confirmation for you. Super random. It's like you're this emperor energy, but it's almost like for you, you're like, it's not enough. Like, okay, fine. I did that, sure. But like, let's keep going on to the next. And it's like your spirit guides are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you understand? Like, this was like emperor type of energy that you just came through here with and completed this karmic cycle with. Do you understand that? Pile 1. And you're like, yeah, I guess. But actually, there's more to do, though. There's so much more to do. I gotta move. And they're like, no, stop. Just stop. Oh my gosh, I love you guys so much. Sometimes I can fall into this energy too. So you know what? I'm laughing with you guys because it's almost like, and any honest person has been here as well. Like if someone says they haven't been in this energy, in this space, they're lying because this is just a human condition type of thing. We've all been here at one point or another. So okay, that was initially what I was getting. So spirit guides of pile 1 of the light conscious. What messages do you have for pile 1, please? What messages do you have for pile 1, please? What messages do you have for pile 1? Thank you. Yeah, Shaolin Master. Here we go. Yes, be graceful in movement and action. Yeah, and what they're taking me here to is it's almost like, yeah, what I was saying before with rhythms of being able to not force against something, but to flow with it, Yeah, it's like Shaolin Master. These are the words. They're very adept energy workers. And so Shaolin, Google it for sure, but this is different from karate. It's different from taekwondo, but it's almost like they integrate a monk's perspective into this type of martial art in China, and they teach mindfulness with movement of the body. And so it's almost like that message of mindfulness is coming through here again. Your spirit guides are saying, wait, take a minute, stop, breathe, be mindful. Okay, don't just keep going to keep going, but actually stop, recognize what you've accomplished, and maybe take a second to have a little bit of fun, but also to strategize, also to make sure that you're flowing with the natural rhythm of your energy body, right? And you don't want to drain yourself out, pile 1, because that can happen so easily, especially when you're doing energy work where it's not something that you can really see. Oftentimes we can think like, wow, I can do so much more. And in reality, it's like you don't realize the amount of energy that you're expending doing the type of shadow work, the karmic clearing, the karmic cycle, releasing that we do, right? And so it's very important to pay attention to that, and also to be mindful and in touch with how our bodies feel, right? And so it's really important to do maybe a body check-in each day as well as an energy check-in each day, to just stop and take a minute to breathe and say, okay, how am I feeling? Am I feeling a little bit anxious? Maybe let's do a meditation. Or am I feeling a bit tired? Okay, let's maybe go to bed a little bit earlier tonight, or maybe I can fit in a nap here somewhere. Or maybe instead of volunteering for this extra thing, I can actually just like take that off my plate so I have less to do in my schedule, right? It's being mindful of those little things so that we can actually flow with our body's natural energy cycles, our body's natural energy rhythms, okay? Super important message coming through there from your spirit guides with that. And that is beautiful. Lots of sacral energy coming through here as well. And then dragon energy too, as well as the praying mantis. Interesting. Yeah, they're reminding me of, I saw a praying mantis actually on my car a few days ago. And I thought it was the strangest thing because I've never seen, like, he was just chilling there on top of the hood of my car. So yeah, insects could be drawn to you is what I'm hearing, pile 1. And then also you may work with dragon energy quite often, or you may have dragons as one of your spirit guides. So that is definitely coming through there for you too. So pile 1's spirit guides of the light conscious, what messages do you have for pile 1, please? What messages do you have for pile 1? Thank you. Yeah, fire guardian, ignite your passions. And this is coming in the sense of like, pile one, loosen up a little bit. Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to like go out and take some salsa, like dancing lessons? That's a very specific thing that came through for somebody. So that's a confirmation. Someone in here is taking salsa lessons. I'm all for it. I green light it. Yes. But yeah, what do you want to do? Do you want to like go do salsa dance lessons? Do you want to, I don't even know, go horseback riding or take that fun hike or, go to the beach or I don't even know. Let your imagination run wild. Go for it. Do you want to start doing that fiction writing, that you've always wanted to do or start that book club, right? So it's going to be different for all of you, but yeah. And it's funny too, because there's a lot of like hand energy coming through here as well with the gold orb in his hand and then this one over here. And the sacral chakra coming through as well as the fire. There's a lot going on here in terms of like finding your bliss is what I'm hearing, like finding that creative spark within you. There's a lot of maybe rigidity that you've been in where it's been a little bit of a routine for you of like, okay, color in, color by numbers, right? Kind of a thing where it's like step 1, step 2, step 3, wake up, rinse, repeat, whatever. And it's like, now is that time to be able to deviate a little bit from your normal schedule, find that creative flow, because that's really going to help you rest and recharge the most effectively, the quickest is what I'm hearing. Okay. So creative spark, that is your homework assignment for all of you. Go find it, go do it. I'm right behind you, cheering you on, being like, yeah, pile one, go get him, do it. So that's definitely a message coming through. Spirit guides of pile one of the light conscious. What messages do you have for pile one, please? What messages do you have for pile one? What messages do you have for pile one? I feel it. I feel it in here. It wants to come through. Where are you? I feel it in here. Let's break up some of the energy. Let's break up some of that energy. Okay. There it is. Found you. Okay. Traveler, move in a new direction. Yeah, exactly. What did I just say, pile one? Move in a new direction, deviate from your normal schedule, find your bliss, find your creative flow, find your passion, do something that you wouldn't normally do. Go skydiving, okay? Do like, I don't even know, like there's so many cool things to experience in this world, pile one. There's so many beautiful experiences to be had, so many cool people to meet as well. So I'm hearing for some of you, if you enjoy doing a certain thing, like if you really like, I don't know, painting or anime for someone that just came through or whatever, you can find groups, clubs locally of people who actually love doing that same thing, and you can connect with people and do something that you love all in one. So you're meeting new people, you're doing something that puts you in your creative flow, but being able to surround yourself with fresh energy, with new energy, that's really going to help you cleanse, I'm hearing. Yeah, and what did I say at the beginning of the reading? That incense smoke was wafting over me, and I was hearing like smoke cleansing rituals for some of you, or like just lighting candles if that's not your jam, whatever floats your boat. But that cleansing is so necessary, that energetic cleansing, that fresh energy to be able to clear out the old that you have healed, that has now completed itself, and now it's in with the new, right? And so your energy, I'm also being told, has shifted dramatically. So what did I say earlier? Everything, like different likes that you used to have or habits that you used to identify with, that's all changing for you. And so you're really not the same person, pile one. And so this is a time to rediscover, who have I become in the midst of all of this energetic work that I've been doing, in the midst of this clearing that I've been doing? Who am I now? What do I like to do? Who do I want to surround myself with? Who do I want to become? How do I want to mold myself moving forward, right? Because personalities are really just self-created. They're just it's just, our belief systems that create our personalities. And that's really just comprised of, habits, that we do. And then also if we take on projections of other people, and then if we self-identify with those projections, which can be good, and they can be, I'm sorry, there's no good or bad. There's no duality thinking in the higher realms. But down here, we would associate it with good or bad. Anywho, rabbit hole for another time. Bottom of the deck energy, we have summer, bask in joy and in light. What did I say, pile one? What did I say? Your spirit guides are coming through to say, look, you need to go into the sun. Yeah, the Beatles song, here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's all right. Yeah, that's you. Here comes the sun indeed. Bees also could be a spirit animal that wants to work with you. Bees are very much divine feminine energy. So do look that up if that is to your liking, but that is for sure coming through for one or two of you. Okay, now we're going to pull some more sacred geometry oracle. I love this deck. Use it all the time. It is amazing. Especially when I do my work with Archangel Metatron. This is the deck that I'll usually use since he is the Archangel of sacred geometry. So it fits. All right. Pile one, spirit guides of light conscious. What messages do you have for pile one, please? What messages do you have for pile one, please? What messages do you have for pile one, please? Thank you. Yeah. Heart woman. Beautiful. Love that. Love that. Yeah, the lotus flower is also coming through there as well. 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, and then the heart center. Yeah, I think it's so fascinating how there's tons of this sacral solar plexus energy, this fire energy coming through here, very much so. Smoke, fire, yeah, sacral energy, creative flow. This is all things that you need, pile one. Cleansing, shifting, moving forward, moving in a new direction. Yeah, being able to let your heart take center stage for a minute. You see that up here, there's like this gold light around his head. And I feel like for you guys, what your spirit guides are coming through to say is you tend to be very logical. Pile one, bless you. I love you so much. But yeah, you do tend to be a little bit more logical. And so it can be tough for you to kind of loosen up and relax a little bit because you're so level-headed, level-minded with everything that you do. You're very much like, okay, what are my responsibilities? What tasks need to be accomplished? Like X, Y, and Z, follow the plan, add water and stir. But it's almost like your spirit guides are coming through to say, you know what, kind of let that down a little bit, break those kind of barriers down just a bit so that you can allow yourself to maybe live out of your heart space a little bit more right now and get into that creative flow, get into that fire energy, that sacral chakra energy, that solar plexus energy, so that you can be able to have some time for yourself, pile one, okay? Have some time for yourself that is just purely, that is just, again, a blissful time period. It's a time period of reprieve, of vacation, of relaxation. It's not working all the time, pile one. There's like this rhythm, this flow that you need to honor of like, okay, I've worked my butt off, but now it's time to actually relax. Yeah, sanctuary. So this is number 43 coming through. But yeah, so and green is the heart chakra. It's the color of the heart chakra. Not surprised here whatsoever. And yeah, and then we have the heart depicted at the bottom there, if you can see that. So yeah, it's like creating this sanctuary for yourself, being able to create this safe space for you, and just letting your imagination run wild, like Pinterest, I'm hearing for some of you could be a great kind of dream building activity to be able to figure out like, what are my new likes? What do I like in terms of the clothes that I like to wear now? What do I like in terms of designing, interior design? What do I like for experiences, traveling, food? Let yourself roam, find new recipes online, cook something new, figure out who you are in this new season of your life, because you've changed so much and it's beautiful, Pile One. You've upgraded yourself. You have released so much dense energy. And because of that, you need to now explore, with this compass here, and move in a new direction. You need to now explore who you are at this point in time, in this present moment, right? So Pinterest was coming through for some of you. That might be a good tool to help you be able to traverse these new waters, is what I was hearing. Traverse these new waters. That's so funny. Your spirit guides are funny. So we have 34 gentle spirits, but this is in reverse, but I'll show it to you upright. So we have seahorses coming. I'm not seahorses. Oh my gosh. Seahorses could be a spirit animal that wants to work with someone. So I never believe in coincidences. That needed to come through for someone. Seahorses, there you go. But sea turtles are actually coming through here on this card. So I was going to say sea turtles may be a spirit animal that might want to work with someone. But and again, green, heart space, heart chakra. And it's kind of, there's some yellow coming through here as well, which I think is so funny. But again, heart space. And 56 above the storm. It's like, this was all of the karmic cycles that you've been clearing. And now this is you rising above, clear as day. Yeah. And with the lotus coming through here as well, it's almost like you've been going through the story of the lotus is that the lotus rises from the mud, but it's very pure. It doesn't take on any of the impurities of the mud surrounding it. And so that's you, Pile One. You have gone through a tough bout of shadow work, but you've emerged on the other side, and you are just like this clear, gleaming, bright diamond crystal. And it's like, you need to honor yourself. That's what I keep hearing. Honor yourself, and what you've gone through and what you've endured and what you've come out the other side through, because not a lot of people can do what you do, Pile One. I'm just being straight up with you, okay? Shadow work, karmic cycle clearing, ancestral karma healing, like that's all tough stuff. You know what I mean? It's much easier to just stay in that kind of head in the sand mentality, but you've been like taking that head on, and now your spirit guides are coming through to congratulate you, but they're like, honey, take a breather, take a rest, let us help you, okay? So that is for sure coming through. All right, spirit guides, what message do you have for Pile One? So we're just going to end here, and that was a good one, with a message. Yeah, from your spirit guide. So faithfulness is coming through with this energy. So it says, I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. Yes, Pile One, that's what I'm saying. This is like a need of your soul. This is your soul coming through and saying, hey, I need creativity in my life. I need some spiced up stuff going on. I want things to, be able to come to a standstill for just a little bit so that we can play and relax, explore, and have fun. That is your soul coming through. It says, I trust in myself, in God, or insert spirit, whatever you believe in, and the universe. So yes, beautiful ending, Pile One. So beautiful. So this is just such a great message. You guys honestly have such fun homework. I'm kind of jealous. I wish that I was in this kind of energetic phase in my journey, but I'm not. In fact, I think I need to learn a little bit more discipline. So just keeping it real with you guys. So honestly, like, your homework is so much fun. Just being able to find your creative spirit and flow and find fun things to do. and relax and enjoy a little bit. So pile one, I love you guys so much. It's been an honor to tap into your energy. Please like and subscribe to see more videos like this. And again, I love you so, so, so much. And I will see you in the next reading. Alrighty, so for those of you who were pulled to this beautiful gold organite pyramid, this is for sure your reading, my lovely, lovely pile twos. So you guys got, how interesting, you guys got 63, Jade Meander. Pile two. Love is a brewin', is what I just heard. Love is a brewin'. Interesting. Yeah, so that's definitely coming through for pile two. So if you don't identify with that, then I would say choose a different pile. Because that's what this reading is really going to be about. And it's funny because I haven't really done any love readings in quite a while. So this will be actually fun for a nice change. But yeah, with the two butterflies that I'm seeing here, yeah, definitely it's like connected by this column of light here. This is a soulmate of some kind. For some of you, it could be a twin flame that I'm also hearing, and especially with these two butterflies, being the same, that is definitely going to be some of your situations, but not all of you. For some of you, definitely soulmate energy that I'm getting here as well. But it's like, yeah, I just got so many chills, but it was like they were light chills. And it's like this person knows you from the inside out. This person, you've known them for a while is what I'm getting. And it's been a situation where there's been a lot of back and forth, and it could be the other person. Maybe there's been a third party situation, or you've been just really busy with work or with school or with your, career. Moving, I just heard for some of you have been moving locally. So that's just been causing you to have kind of a more hectic schedule. So, but now I'm hearing that kind of as the dust is settling, it's like you guys are now finding your way back to each other. It's almost like, I'm getting this energy of two butterflies in a meadow, and it's like they're riding the wind, and it's just kind of like, okay, they kind of flew apart for a little bit. They were handling their own stuff, but it's like now it's like they're riding the wind, the breeze, and it's now they're drafting and wafting over to each other, and it's like they're doing this dance, like the butterflies, how they can dance. Sometimes that's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. Beautiful. I love this. But yeah, this is definitely a spiritually guided connection, especially with the column of light that I'm seeing here. So definitely connected by your light bodies. And I'm hearing, yeah, there's a lot of sacral energy here, which would make sense with, obviously love, right? And with the orange and the butterflies, but I'm also getting here like root chakra. So this could have been a connection where you guys triggered each other. Our root chakras are all about our sense of safety in the world and how we show up in the world as ourselves. And it's also the first chakra that is created in our mother's womb. So that's often tied to a lot of inner child things, trauma sometimes from childhood as well. I won't go into any specifics. I don't want to potentially trigger anyone, but I'm hearing that you guys have triggered each other in the past. And so, definitely not a new relationship. You guys have known each other for a while. Is what I'm hearing here. But you guys like to have fun is also what I'm hearing. You guys really, it's like, yeah, you take care of responsibilities when there needs to be, but it's like there's this playful side to each of you. And I'm hearing that it's almost like they bring out the playful side in you, pile two. where it's almost like sometimes you can get a little bit too focused on the 3D world, the logic, figuring out the routines and the schedules and the responsibilities. And it's like sometimes you can get a little bit too much in your head about that, a little bit too much logic minded, but it's like this other person brings out that creative, playful, passionate side to you, which is just so beautiful, actually. But that's definitely, yeah, I'm getting so many chills with that. So yeah, this soul is definitely a beautiful, like, accent is what I just heard, a beautiful accent to you. I was going to say compliment. They compliment you really well, energetically. And my house likes to talk to me. So my spirit guides will give me confirmation creaks in the ceiling or the walls. And I just heard a confirmation ceiling creak. So, you know, for what that's worth, that was definitely for someone. But yeah, there's like this coming back together again. It's like after this period of being away from each other, or maybe you guys have been friends for a long time too. That's also coming through for some of you. Been in this kind of like friend zone type of a thing, and you guys have never actually taken it further for several different reasons. You know, what I named before, that was definitely coming through. And maybe this could have been one-sided at one point is what I'm also getting. This could have been one-sided at one point where it's like maybe you had feelings for them, but they didn't really reciprocate, or like vice versa. Maybe they had feelings for you and kind of came on to you, but you didn't really reciprocate back to them. And so there was the kind of like this standoff energy happening a little bit, and you guys were in this like limbo in-between zone for a while, but it's almost like now you both have grown to the point where you resonate at the same kind of energetic frequency level, if that makes sense. And so you guys actually identify with each other a lot more in this current space that you're at right now. Now that some time has passed is what I'm hearing. So super interesting. I'm actually going to leave it there for a minute. Let's get into some tarot. Okay, let's actually clear some of this energy. Okay. All right. So spirit guides of pile 2 of the light conscious. What messages do you have for pile 2, please? What messages do you have for pile 2, please? With love that is brewing. Oh my goodness. You know, I am hearing for some of you that this could also be a friend relationship coming back together, or a parent relationship. Also, so this doesn't have to be just romantic. This is, this could also be kind of like you and a friend that have maybe had an argument and you've been in this like standoff energy for a while. It's like now you're finally reconnecting and coming back together. Also with a parent, maybe you never really saw eye to eye with this one parent, and you maybe disconnected for a while, but it's like that's all changing now, and you're flowing back to each other. You're coming back to this reconnection stage. You're able to meet each other on common ground again, which is just so beautiful. Yeah, and we have 6 of Swords here coming through. Okay, spirit guides of pile 2 of the light conscious. What messages do you have for pile 2? Yeah, Knight of Wands. Yep. Thank you. We also have the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Too many. Yeah. No. I always like to do a little check-in with them and like, hey, should I take this? Should I not? Just as a general, I feel like it's just like a courtesy to the other side, especially with the spirits who come in to like volunteer and work with me. So I always want to make sure and do an energy check. Just like, hey, do I take this? Do I not take this? Like, what's going on? All right, so spirit guides, thank you. Both, yeah. Yeah, we have the 5 of Cups here. Sorry, there we go. 5 of Cups, and then we also have the Fool in reverse. Yeah. And then we have Judgment as well. Yes, okay. Yeah. So with this Five of Cups here, again, whatever relationship this is, whether it's a parent relationship, a friendship, or a romance, the romance came through first, but I'm getting the other two types of relationships as well. Five of Cups, there's been a lot of heartache here. There's been a lot of pain between the both of you, a lot of history here. And I'm hearing there's been like mistakes on both sides. For some of you, it could have been one-sided. You see all of these spilled cups over here, and then these ones over here are perfect and pristine. So for some of you, it could have been a one-sided situation where they were the ones who maybe screwed up and, you know, put a dent in the relationship or put things on pause, on hold. But for others of you, I am getting that this was kind of a give and take. It was both of you who maybe made mistakes on each side. And now you're ready to kind of let bygones be bygones and come back together again. But it's like this Knight of Wands energy, the Six of Swords. You're coming out of these shaky waters of where you used to be, where you couldn't necessarily connect with each other. And it's like, this is you and that other person. I know that there's a third person here, but like your spirit guides are showing it to me, like this is the both of you coming from these shaky waters and coming into these calm waters again. And it's like this Knight of Wands energy where it's like you guys are manifesting that healthy relationship for each other, which is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And yeah, I'm also getting here that there's, with the Fool in reverse as well, it's almost like this was a person that you never would have expected this type of history to happen with. Like you never would have expected them to hurt you in this way, or you never would have expected you to behave towards them in a certain way that caused them a little bit of pain, which, hey, you know, we're human, right? And so I never want to be in my readings and say like, I don't want to sugarcoat. I have to communicate the energy that I am feeling. And that is, you know, for some of you, it was two-sided, and we're human and we make mistakes, and there's no shame in that. You know, we all have been there, done that. So I don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, like I was to blame for some of this, like I'm a terrible person. No. That's not where I'm going with this. But there's definitely this call here of like this beautiful reconnection happening between the both of you. It's like, this judgment phase where it's like the angels sounding the trumpets, like do 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 do, you know, and it's like making way for this new era of the both of you to be able to reconnect, find common ground, and be able to actually have a solid relationship with one another. It's like, with the High Priestess being in reverse here, it's almost like, usually the High Priestess is very much intuitive. She's very much about wanting to help, you know, seeing things that are unclear, and a lot of psychic energy, intuitive energy. But it's like, with this being in reverse here as well, it's almost like that it was shaken up. It was upside down for you guys in the terms of like, with the Fool and the High Priestess in reverse, the both of you you guys weren't able to like get past this to a certain degree at one point in time in your relationship. And it really, really hurt you both. And it's almost like this is you and that is them kind of a thing as well. I'm seeing lots of twos here, lots of pairs. But the both of you, I'm hearing there was mistakes on both sides. There was a lot of learning to be had here. A lot of lessons to be gained for sure. You guys definitely did trigger each other in one way or another. And so that definitely kind of impeded the relationship in terms of like communication or in the way that you guys related to one another, I'm hearing as well. And it was very challenging. And it still is, you know, very challenging, but it's like you guys have both done enough shadow work, enough energetic upgrades to be able to now resonate at a much higher frequency with each other, which is just beautiful. So it's like you guys are coming out of this like weird in-between phase, this limbo phase of being kind of separated from each other, and it's like now the energy is coming back. You guys are coming back together again, which is awesome. Love this energy. Love it, love it, love it. Because yeah, second chances definitely do exist. And like I said, we're not perfect people. And so some of you actually may find a little bit of shame in like, oh man, this didn't work out the first time, or, there were mistakes that were made, and I can't forgive myself. And that could really be something that some of you struggle with, maybe a lack of self-forgiveness that I'm hearing with some of this. And I'm also hearing there's like a lot of shame here as well. So shame is, so guilt is I did something bad. Shame is I am bad. It's when you start identifying with your actions, with your behavior, which is definitely something that's normal, pile 2, but also your spirit guides are coming through to tell you that you don't have to identify with your mistakes, pile 2. We're all human. And, we don't often work out of our higher selves when we're down here on earth. It's just the way that things are. And so we make a lot of mistakes, right? And it's just part of the earthly experience, is just kind of stumbling our way through, doing the best we can and calling it a day. And pile 2, I'm being told that you guys have done admirably in terms of the way that you strive to the standard you hold yourself to with yourself and in relationship with other people. But this has been an especially tough relationship, whether it's platonic or whether it's romantic. This has been a very it's almost like a relationship that's been running in the background, where it's like it's not always, they're not always there in front of you, but it's like you always kind of know that it's there, running just behind the screen, just behind eyesight. And you always feel this other person, and you're always aware of your relationship to this other person, even though you guys aren't around each other all the time, or if you had this period of like separation, is what I'm hearing as well. So yeah, it's just, be easier on yourself, pile 2, because you identifying, with shame, and having so much guilt and so much shame wrapped up in this relationship. It's like, peacekeeper as well here, letting go of the need to be right. So it's like, I'm getting a lot of like, defensiveness, a lot of conflict between the both of you. This like indignance of the letting go of the need to be right. So of this feeling of needing to be in control, and needing to be like, I'm right because of da 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 da. You're gonna hear me because of blah 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 blah. And that could be the other person as well, where they constantly are pulling on your energy, and they're forcing their their beliefs onto you, or why they're right onto you all the time. And you're just like, wait a second, but actually I have a valid point here, and I need you to hear this. I'm hearing, with a lot of you, boundaries are going to help here, especially just putting in boundaries with the other person and making sure that there's clear lines, so that you both know how to healthily and effectively communicate. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, pile 2. I'm filming this at night, but it's like only 10 p.m. my time, so I guess I'm a granny. Oh my gosh. I was gonna film pile 3 after this, but maybe I'll just take a break. Anyway, so peacekeeper, yes, letting go of the need to be right. So yeah, and it's so funny that I yawned during your reading. I think it was very synchronistic. It's like, this has been draining for you, pile 2. This has been an exhausting type of relationship that you've had to kind of wade through and work through. And honestly, it hasn't been easy, right? It's been a very challenging relationship. Yeah, Fool in reverse here as well, High Priestess in reverse. But it's like judgment is coming. 6 of Swords, you're coming out of the shaky water. Knight of Wands, you're charging ahead into this new paradigm, this new way of relating to each other. You're entering into this peace energy. Yeah, this peace energy, this energy of like, hey, let's let bygones be bygones. It's not sweeping everything under the rug, because what you sweep under the rug, it like just manifests later into something that's bigger, which is not necessarily what we want. But what they mean here, what your spirit guides are trying to say, is it's almost like you are allowing, how do I communicate this? You're allowing the, I don't want to get this energy wrong. It's like, it's very specific energy. It's not brushing things under the rug to be able to brush them under the rug and not deal with it. It's like you have dealt with the core issues in your communication, in your relationship. And so because you've dealt with those core issues, yeah. It's almost like these other things, these little details that you normally would have brought up and been like, hey, let's rehash this again, this small thing for the 50th time or whatever. And it's like, no, actually, it's like now that you've dealt with those core energy patterns, those core energy cycles, you can let these smaller things kind of go, because those are just going to cause divisiveness between the two of you. It's going to rehash old stuff that doesn't necessarily have to be brought up anymore, because you've already dealt with these core patterns over here, and you've dealt with those kind of places where you guys were having difficulties, if that makes sense. So it's learning to, it's like, yes, okay. All this time just to be able to come up with this. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. I'm like, I can't think of the simplest word. Picking your battles. This is picking your battles, pile 2. You know how to do it, and it's like you've won the war. And so it's like, okay, now that we've won the war, it's like we don't need to rehash these old little battles over here. We can just kind of let those go, because we know what's important and what needs to be worked on has been worked on. Does that make sense? So that was the energy that wanted to come through. Oh my gosh, that took me a minute. And then we have animal guardian, trust your instincts. So yeah, the animal kingdom definitely is coming through here to want to work with you as well. So we have the deer here, we have the crow, we have the owl, and the jaguar, or panther. Is this the panther? I can't remember. Either or. I'll kind of do a close-up. I'm ready for my close-up now. I don't know why that just came through. But yes, so that's kind of the energy that I'm getting from this jaguar, this panther. So some of your spirit animals could be super playful, even if they may look really large and intimidating, like a big feline. It's almost like they're really kind of just these playful little cats on the inside. So that's definitely very specific confirmation for some of you when you do your spirit animal meditations. That could be the energy that they come through to you with. So that was definitely a very, again, specific confirmation. But yeah, it's like being able to trust your instincts, being able to trust yourself, trust your own judgment. And it's like you haven't let go of this relationship for a reason. It's not toxic. You guys were just in it's like your energies were clashing is what I'm hearing. So it's not like this is someone who is just super toxic just to be that way. It's like you guys were going through different bouts of shadow work at separate times, and so you were operating off of different communication styles, different ways of thinking. And so when you try and meld that together, there's a lot of triggers that happen. There's a lot of like miscommunications that happen, and like wires getting crisscrossed, right? And so it's like, but now that you've come through to the other side, it's not second guessing yourself and being like, well, maybe I can't ever like reconnect with this person again. Maybe we're just not meant to kind of have a relationship moving forward. It's like, no, they're still in your life for a reason. They're still on your mind for a reason, and be able to trust that. And know that, now you guys are different people. And so you can relate to each other in a completely different way. Okay. And then, we also have guardian angel. You are not alone. Yeah, so your guardian angel is heavily protecting this connection. And that's what I was getting before with trust your instincts. It's like, this is not a unhealthy, toxic relationship. This is just two people going through heavy bouts of shadow work, going through a lot of energetic transformations at the same time, and it caused a lot of triggering in each other. And so that just it meant for a very bumpy ride for the both of you for a long time. But now, sun, enjoy success and happiness. What did I say? So it's like, you guys are coming back together now. This is a heavily, divinely protected and guarded relationship here, that your angels are watching over. They're helping the energy of this relationship. And it's like, now you guys are coming through to the other side with that Six of Swords energy, coming through to still, calm waters, having the sun shine brightly, on both of your faces, and being able to just kind of bask in that sun, bask in that energy, and enjoy it for what it is. This is just so beautiful. Oh my gosh. What else? What else? What else? Yeah. I just yawned again also, so that's why I was quiet for extra long. So this relationship definitely took a toll on you, Pile 2. This was definitely a prominent like part of your life that this person has played a role in. And like I said, even when you don't see them, it's like they're always running in the background, and you still know that they're there. You think of them, and even if you don't see each other often, that is still something that you know is there, right? And so it's like being able to now come through to the other side and have this balance as well. I'm seeing this balance, and it's so funny. There's the pyramid here, and then the pyramid here as well that you chose. And I feel like that's very synchronistic, and there's something coming through here that I'm not quite getting. And that's also causing me to like pause a little bit, because I know that there's a message that is coming through that I'm just not quite seeing yet. Okay, let's put a pin on that. Pyramids, I'll remember. So we're going to deviate for a little bit. So we have the hexahedron, the cube, number 21. Oh my gosh, there we go. We have the cube. So this represents actually the 3D earthly plane, and it being upside down. Yeah, definitely a lot of conflict here that you guys have had to endure in this incarnation, in this reality. But I'm hearing that you guys are actually, yeah, okay. That was the download. Thank you. On the other side, you guys are very spiritually tied to one another. And that's why I was getting that this connection is very divinely protected. And it's for a specific reason. You guys are actually maybe a part of the same soul tribe on the other side as spirits. And so with the pyramid coming through, and then also, if you notice here, with this pyramid at the very top here, there's an eye. It's like this is a lot of like third eye connection energy going on here. And it's like, yeah, there's this balance here between the sun and the moon. So this is like masculine energy with the sun, and then moon energy, feminine energy. So it's like you guys very much, yeah, twin flame energy is what's coming through for some of that, divine masculine, divine feminine. But you guys balance each other out in this beautiful way. And it's like, yeah, it's like, this is, you know, you and that's them, or take it however it resonates, you know, whatever you identify with, whatever energy you identify with, I should say, because energy and gender, not the same thing. And energy is much more important. That's another story for another day, but however you resonate, you and your person are down here, and it's like you come and you meet up at the top with this eye symbol at the top center, and it's like that is the both of you being able to see into each other's souls. Yeah, and what did I say before? It's like you guys are very like intertwined. You guys know each other to like the depths of your hearts and the depths of your souls. I don't want to sound dramatic, but that's just how it is. And this has been a prominent relationship in your life, so it would make sense that they would know kind of everything, or almost everything there is to know about you, right? And so again, with the pyramid coming through there as well, that you guys chose, very synchronistic, that again, you guys are very heavily spiritually tied to one another, and you guys chose to incarnate, and you had soul contracts in this lifetime to be able to help each other grow and evolve. And it's been tough, but now it's almost like you guys are reaping the rewards, you're reaping the fruits of your harvest, and you're able to actually have a very close, loving, healthy relationship is what I'm hearing. Yeah, and then we have spiraling into love. We have number 44, and this is in reverse. Yeah, so it's almost like in the past, you guys have just been missing the mark. It's almost like that movie. Why is this coming through? That's so funny. Serendipity, if you guys have ever seen it. If you haven't seen it, Pile 2, your homework is to go watch the rom-com Serendipity. I think it's with John Cusack and Elizabeth someone. I can't remember. She's a British actress, but it's like a rom-com from the 90s. Love it. It's super cute. Oh my gosh. It like gets me every single time. But Serendipity, it's basically about like this lady in the movie, like the woman who's like the love interest, she subscribes to this like belief of like there's no accidents in the universe, right? And so there's like serendipities all over the place. And if it's meant to be, then it's going to happen. And so she does like a ton of like, just like crazy stuff in the movie where she like writes her phone number on a $1 bill and she like pays for something with it. And she tells him like, oh, if we're meant to, you know, meet again or go on a date, then you're going to find that dollar bill and it's going to make its way into your hands. And then he actually writes his phone number in a book and he sells it to a used bookstore. Or something. I can't remember who did what, but anyway, so, and it's kind of like these ways of like, they met one night, they were really attracted to each other, but they did like these random things and we're like, okay, if we're meant to be together, then fate is going to bring us together again. And it's like, that is you guys coming through. It's like, yeah, you guys, fell apart, but it's like, again, that energy that I felt at the beginning, it's like you both are like wafting on the breezes. You're using the breeze to kind of bring the both of you together. You're not fighting against the current, you're flowing with it. Yes, exactly. Yeah, serendipity, that could definitely, for those of you where this is a romantic relationship, that could for sure be your core energy here, is that movie, which is beautiful. I love serendipity. Oh my gosh. It's an absolutely delightful tale of love. Yeah, and then we have number 14 here, together. And then this was in reverse as well. Yeah, but it's like, again, divine feminine and divine masculine coming through here. Yeah, and it's just, with them being in reverse, it doesn't mean that, you know, it doesn't mean anything bad, like, oh, this is doomed or it's not going to happen. It just means that this has been really taxing for the both of you. This has been very depleting energetically for the both of you. But now it's like you're coming through to this completion. You've completed this soul cycle together. And now you're finally on, I just heard same page. Yeah. So now it's like you guys are finally kind of on the same frequency. You're vibing at the same rate, on the same level. You're on the same page. You understand each other in a way that you didn't previously. Maybe someone was always kind of up here, but the other person was down here. And it's like they needed some time to be able to catch up, right? Which could be very difficult for the person who's waiting for that other person, right? Because it's like, okay, well, I'm already where I need to be up here, but it's like, I'm waiting for you to kind of meet me halfway here, you know, so that this isn't a one-way street. And it's like that other person, you know, maybe they weren't, you know, emotionally or spiritually mature enough to be able to meet those needs effectively. And so that caused a lot of kind of hiccups and hardship in the relationship as well. That just came through too. Then we also have number 23, Mountain Apis. Yeah. And it's like, again, it's like, it's so funny the way that they did this, all of these three being in reverse, the cube, the spiraling into love together, all being in reverse. It's been like this tumultuous journey, but it's like, yeah, the rainbow, after the storm comes the rainbow, and it's like the clouds clear away. This is just like a movie, you guys. Oh my gosh. Totally serendipity vibes over here. Watch that movie. It's amazing. It's like the clouds clearing, and it's like the rainbow coming through, and it's like, you know, you finally see your oasis where you're meant to be. Yeah, and it's almost like this eagle right here is kind of leading the way for you. It's like, here, I'll show you the way. Just follow me. Yeah, and you guys have had past lives together. I'm seeing this like city down here, and I'm getting like ancient civilization vibes. Definitely. So someone's spirit guides just came through to say that you guys have definitely had past lives together, and especially if you're twin flames. And if you're very heavily spiritually connected, especially if your guardian angel is connecting this type of relationship, then you would have had multiple incarnations together. Definitely soul tribe members, for a lot of you. Okay. So that is beautiful. Let's go ahead and get maybe a final sorry, I'm so dramatic. It's really not that big of a deal. It's fine, Elizabeth. It's fine. So spirit guides of the light conscious for pile 2. What final message do you have for pile 2? Please and thank you. Okay. Let's see. Yep, that was a good one. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we have a tension coming through here with this energy. Beautiful energy, lots of crown chakra energy. So it says, I am attentive to all that manifests within me. When negativity rises within me, I transform it into light, love, and hope. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. My desire to improve is constant. I am firm, brave, and hard working. Exactly. So it's like, yeah, with this unconditional love. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. It's almost like this other person, may have done a lot of stuff that really cut you deep. And it was really, really difficult for you to be able to work through that. I'm hearing trigger warning, betrayal for some of you. I'm also hearing, lying. Yeah, a lot of like deception happening here. I'm hearing, yeah, for some of you, it could have been cheating. For others of you, it could have been just like low blows is what I'm hearing as well. It's like you guys know each other to the depths of your souls. And so it's like, because you know each other so well, you know what cuts the deepest. And it's almost like there was mudslinging happening at one point, but it's like all of that is coming to an end. With the sun coming through here at the back of the deck. If I can get it, there we go. With the sun coming through here and then with the mountain apis, it's like all of that is like finally ending. That cycle that you were in before is no more. And you're able to transform all of that negativity into light, love, and hope. Exactly. And it's like, I am firm, brave, and hardworking. You've been so hardworking in terms of like paying special attention to this relationship and making sure that it grows, right? But also learning that you can't actually force someone else to change or to heal. They have to take responsibility for their own actions. And that was a very hard lesson for a lot of you to learn. I'm hearing is, not having that codependent type of relationship where you just take on their pain, their struggle, and you try and be the healer for them. It's like, no, they need to take responsibility for their own healing and for them to be able to actually heal themselves and grow themselves. And it's almost like that has happened. And it's almost like you needed to step away for a time to be able to allow them to figure themselves out. But it's like now that they have, you guys are coming back together because they've actually been doing the work, pile two, which is just beautiful, that they have been growing themselves that much to where you guys now can meet on common ground. Yeah, and then back of the deck, we have self-love here with this type of energy coming through. Beautiful. I love these cards. So it says self-love. I attend to my needs by listening to my heart. My inner essence lets me know what is good for me. I respect my limits. I answer the requests of my body and my soul. Thus, I learn to love myself. Yes, exactly. You had to step away from this other person because they needed to take some time to actually grow and heal by themselves. And so you actually learned that self-love was separating yourself, distancing yourself from them for this time to be able to just focus on you. And it's not selfish. It's actually the biggest form of self-compassion that you can actually give to yourself, because you're allowing yourself you're respecting your own energy, right? And that is so powerful. I am so proud of you, Pile 2. You have worked through so much. Oh my gosh. I want to give you guys the biggest hug. Oh, you guys are beautiful souls. You have done so much hard work. This is not easy. This is not easy work to do. It's not easy to let someone go because you know that they have growing to do that you can't do, with together. And it's like, that energy, I know it all too well. But you guys have gone through this journey beautifully. And now you're on the other side and you're coming back together. And it is just a journey filled with blessings. It is divinely connected, divinely protected. And I wish nothing but the best for you, Pile 2. So it has been such a pleasure and honor to tap into your energy, you beautiful souls. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next reading. Be sure and like and subscribe to see more videos like this. And again, love you, love you, love you to pieces. Love you so much. Alrighty, hello, my beautiful, beautiful pile number threes. Last but certainly not least, so if you were drawn to this beautiful piece of blue kyanite, then this is for sure going to be a reading. I love this piece. It just fits in the little palm of your hand, and then you can just like, it's like, I don't know. I get really good energy from that crystal. So let's see what you got here. Messages from your spirit guides. Okay, so we have number 9, healing the heart. And I think it's very synchronistic that we have the heart in the middle, but then it's surrounded by the Merkaba. If you can see that, right side up triangle, upside down triangle, the Merkaba with the heart in the center. Very, very interesting. So, okay. Sorry, just adjusting myself, don't mind me, because I realized I was kind of off center. But so straight off the bat, straight out of the gate, what I'm getting here is a lot of you are coming into a place where you are having this great kind of awakening in the heart space, if that makes sense. So it's almost like a spiritual awakening, but in your heart. And it's like there's this big release of a blockage that I'm being shown. So it's almost like a dam that I'm being shown. It's all of this wood and it's just piled up. And then all of a sudden it's released and this water just comes flowing through. Very, very strong energy there. And what I'm getting is it's like for a few of you, you've been in this cycle. I'm hearing the word cycle. You've been in this cycle for quite a while. And it's this place that you're in of being able to come back. Your heart is coming back online. They're pulling me to tell you something from my own journey. So, your spirit guides are so funny. I was about to say, I hope you don't mind. And one of your spirit guides just popped into my head, the Elton John song. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind how I put down in words how wonderful life is. Da, 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 da. I can't remember the name of it, but it's by Elton John. It's the one where he starts out by saying like, it's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. Yeah, something like that. But anyway, so they're basically saying that your heart is coming back online. And my own story with this, and I'm only sharing because I feel that this is the similar energy that you're going through right now. This is what I'm feeling from the collective, from those of you drawn to this pile. So I was in a space for a while where I went through a very kind of depressive episode. I went through a couple of them. I went through one when I was 16 in high school when one of my good friends, trigger warning, when one of my good friends killed herself. And that was the first one. And then the second depressive episode was when I moved to a new city away from home. And there was just a lot of adjustment going on there and not good influences that I was allowing myself to be influenced by. And that was in college. And then when I graduated college, I fell into a depressive episode right after that. And then I fell into my last one just a few months ago when I had my most recent spiritual awakening. And it's funny because in all of those episodes, as I kind of became aware when they were happening, I noticed that it felt as if I was kind of like everything was muffled. Everything was kind of in shades of gray, and okay. So my spirit guides often talk to me through cracks and creaks in the house, and someone above me actually just moved, and I don't know if you heard that, but that was like a big bang. So a lot of you are feeling this way is what your spirit guides are saying. They're saying, yes, share this because they're going through the same thing right now. And so for me, I felt like everything was muffled. I didn't feel like I was here. Even though I was physically present, I wasn't emotionally present, and I would be engaging in things that I liked. Like I would take a walk, I would, do yoga. I would do these things to try and help myself be in this happy space. But it was very difficult for me to be able to embody that. Because I was feeling as if I was broken and I didn't know what was happening. And I think that was the scariest part of all, is I didn't know how to get myself out of that episode and get myself into this lighter energy, which I would see people all around me, like my coworkers, they were completely fine. And I would think to myself, what's wrong with me? Why can't I just be happy? Why can't I come into work with a smile on my face? And why do I feel this heaviness? Why can't I be totally free, right? And so what happened was I did a very powerful meditation, and I asked all of my spirit guides to come in and fix it. And I was just like, I was done, and I was sitting on my bathroom floor and I was crying and I was like, I don't know what to do. Help me. I don't know how to get myself out of this space. I feel anxious like every single day. I feel like I'm not here. I don't feel like I'm living my life. I feel like I just want me back. Where is me? I want me back. Where is me? And I kept repeating that over and over again. And then shortly after that, like a few days, I would say, there was this period where I just was crying all the time, and I would have these bouts of crying, and it was to the point where it wasn't just a crying that you have in your chest. It felt like it was coming from deep, deep down, kind of in the solar plexus and the sacral, the root chakra area. And it was this deep kind of like almost like howling that I was doing, like a deep guttural cry. And it was just so much pain. It like hurt, everywhere hurt. And there was this great aching that I felt, this great aching. And what I realized afterwards was that was my heart chakra being opened back up, that my spirit guides had opened that channel back up for me. And when it did, it was very painful because suddenly I was feeling all of these things again, right? And so what happens is, for a lot of us as empaths, which I'm getting that almost all of you listening to this are empaths just like me, we're very sensitive people. And so as children, we develop coping mechanisms and we develop responses to keep us safe from the outside world. And it's sometimes what happens is we shut down oftentimes, and we convince ourselves that we're stronger, to be able to handle, more things than we really can. And it's okay to be able to say that this is too much. I can't do this all, but we convince ourselves like, nope, I can do this. I'm strong. And we see everybody else handling the same type of stuff. So we think, okay, well, I'm just like everybody else. I'm just as good as everybody else. So I'm okay. I can do this. And I at least shut down a lot emotionally. I realized as I was in these different phases of my life and surrounded by, narcissism, and I was surrounded by different projections that people would put on me. And I'm also hearing for a lot of you, there's this idea of gaslighting. So it's like being surrounded by that type of energy. You start to question your own perception and your own type of reality and the way that you interpret the world around you. And so what I'm hearing is that for a lot of you, that has been your journey so far, and you've kind of shut down. And so because of that, it's almost like you're apathetic. You're seeing things as there's no vibrancy around you, there's no color. So what happens is when you open your heart chakra back up, it's very painful. It's almost like when you sleep on your arm or your leg falls asleep and then the blood circulation starts rushing back to that limb. It feels like little pins are prickling all along your skin. It's very painful. And it's painful, right? And so because of that, with the heart chakra, the heart space, I'm being told that for a lot of you, it's been blocked off. And so now that there's energy through the healing that you're doing, energy going on in your heart space. And right now, a lot of you could be feeling uncontrollably emotional, is what I just heard. That was from your spirit guides. So a lot of you are dealing with this, like maybe, why am I crying, in the middle of the Starbucks drive-through, or or, you know, why is this thing triggering me? Everybody else around me is happy, and I'm at the park and I see, you know, a daughter playing with her mom, and they're you know, playing with dolls or whatever in the park, and it's triggering me, and I'm crying here in the middle of the grass. What's going on? And this is just, it's your spirit guides coming through to say, honey, it's okay. That was someone's spirit guide who used to maybe call you honey, but they're saying, honey, it's okay. This is just your heart coming back online. This is just your heart being opened again. And it's painful because if we've shut it down as empaths because it was too much when we were little, because we're very sensitive, everything is magnified for us. And so in order to help cope, we kind of shut down a little bit emotionally and energetically to help us deal with our situation, with our circumstances, with our reality. And so as we get older, we learn that those coping mechanisms are not necessarily helpful to us as we spiritually grow. So we turn our heart back on, and as a result, you know, coming into that calibration, I just heard calibration, coming into that calibration period is very painful sometimes, but it is necessary, and it's for a good purpose, because you do come through the other side of it. And I will say, I had my hardest bouts of just, I felt rage, I felt anger, I felt sadness. I would go through crying fits that unlike no other, I can't even explain the guttural crying that would come out of me. I didn't even recognize my own voice. And it was kind of scary. And I have a lighter range anyway, and to hear like this deep guttural voice, I was like, what is this? What's going on? Also for a lot of you, this is past life healing as well coming through. So sometimes you may not even know why you're crying, but you're processing past life trauma is what I'm hearing as well. But this is going to be a very, very pivotal time for you, Pile 3. This is going to be a very good season of transformation, a good season of change, because even though I had my worst fits of crying and depression and anxiety during this, you know, few weeks where my heart was coming back online, or for some of you, it may be a couple of months, it may take closer to a year for others of you. Everyone's journey is unique. Everyone's journey is different. So don't compare yourselves. But when you come through the other side, I can't tell you the amount of freedom you feel. I can't tell you the amount of lightness you feel. And it's like everything just expands back open. Everything opens up. And it's almost like you see the world for the first time again. And it's this beautiful kind of reemergence that you have in this relationship with Mother Gaia that you develop again with yourself and then with other people around you. You're able to be present again. You're able to fully let yourself feel joy again. And you're able to not allow those triggers to happen to you quite so often, and you learn how to use your empathic abilities as strengths, as opposed to seeing them as weaknesses and shutting those down, right? If that makes any sense. So sorry, that was a little bit longer. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm going to stop apologizing. I do that a lot. I apologize for things that I should not be. So anyway, that was just the initial energy check there for you, my beautiful, beautiful pile number 3s. So let's go ahead and get some tarot in here to maybe dive a little bit further on this message from your spirit guides. So spirit guides of the light conscious for pile 3, please, what are your messages for them? Am I taking that? Yes. Okay. I just got told yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Can we not? There's like a dust bunny down there and it was attaching itself to my cards. Okay. We have 3 of Wands coming through here. Okay. We also have the Hierophant in reverse. Okay. Okay, spirit guides for pile number 3 of the light conscious. What messages do you have for pile 3, please? What messages do you have for pile 3? Thank you. Too many. But this guy stuck around. Do you want me to keep that? No. Okay. All right, spirit guides for pile number. Thank you. Oh my, they were like, okay, you want the messages? Here they are. We got your messages. Okay, so we have the star coming through here. Okay. Yep. And then we also have 7 of Swords coming through here as well. Alrighty, so spirit guides of the light conscious for pile number 3. Messages for my beloved pile number 3s, please. Messages for my beloved pile 3s. Oh, too many, too many. Oh no, she stayed behind. Upright or upside down? Upright, okay. I got that feeling too. They wanted that upright. So we have the Queen of Cups coming through here as well. Okay. And then let's actually, I'm being pulled to do one more. So it's almost like they're saying there needs to be a finish to the story. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I felt that. Okay, yeah. Okay, beautiful. We have the Magician here. Oh, amazing. I can see why they wanted me to do that. Okay, and then at the back of the deck, we also have the King of Cups coming through here. Okay, beautiful. Yes, 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 yes. So first off, we have the King and the Queen of Cups coming through here, which this is water energy. This is emotional body energy coming through. So definitely working with the heart space 100%. And this is mastery over the emotional body, might I add. So you may feel right now, like I said, that you are having, you're uncontrollably emotional, again, is what's coming through. You may feel that you don't have any control over what you're feeling. But I can just also say what your spirit guides want you to know as well, is that someone's coming through to say, sweetie, you're making such great progress. There's like a very maternal energy coming through here. Also very much like a grandmother energy, the type of grandmother who would just kind of take you on the couch and kind of wrap you up in a blanket maybe when you were younger, and you guys would just maybe talk. This is the type of energy that I'm feeling. I'm also feeling a grandfather energy coming through here as well. Yeah, and he's referencing a pipe. Which I didn't even know. I don't even know if they still make those anymore, but there's like a grandfather or a great-grandfather coming through here with a pipe. And yes, glasses. He maybe used to wear glasses as well, or reading glasses. That's coming through. Anyway, this isn't in passed on loved one's message, but maybe that's a sign that I should do one of those messages, because there's definitely a lot of strong energy coming through from passed on loved ones, from your spirit guides. So just know that a lot of your passed on loved ones, maybe you're missing them or maybe you don't feel them close by. Do know that a lot of them are close-knit spirit guides of yours, and they said that they're with you all the time, okay? With you all the time. That's a very specific confirmation for quite a few of you. Yeah, and as I just went to put the King of Cups underneath, this angel appeared. It's almost like they're saying, we're the angels on your shoulder. Yeah, that's definitely coming through for quite a few of you is what I'm hearing. So, okay, then yes, so this is mastery over the mental body. So right now you may feel that you're having these uncontrollable emotional outbursts, but what they want to encourage you is that at least you're aware of this. And you know what? There is something to be said for being aware of what you're feeling, to be able to name what you're feeling. They said that's a great first step. And for those of you who maybe don't know what you're feeling when you have these outbursts or these episodes, that would be a great first step, is being able to identify what you're feeling. I feel anxious right now. I feel excluded right now. I feel betrayed right now. I feel isolated right now. I feel misunderstood right now. I feel judged right now. I feel lonely right now. I feel angry. I feel fearful right now. I just feel depressed. I feel exhausted. I feel, whatever. Being able to name your feelings is a great first. I just got a confirmation click from my light up there. That's a great first step for a lot of you, to be able to name what you're feeling. So that way it makes it less scary. It makes it less overwhelming when you can actually name the feeling and be able to meet that with love, is what I'm hearing. And whenever you feel a scary feeling, whenever you feel an uncomfortable feeling, a great exercise is to be able to practice that emotion or that trigger manifested into energy in your hands, and you giving that energy over to your spirit guides so that they can actually transmute that for you. Even if it's too much for you to do any of that energetic work yourselves, your spirit guides are ready and willing to help you as well, and they can help alleviate these burdens from your mental mind, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So that's very, very important message coming through there. But it's like, yeah, you guys are also this this star energy, especially also with the Three of Wands coming through here. I'm sorry. Also, the Hierophant upside down with the King and the Queen of Wands. That was wanting to come through as well. If I can get my life together over here, don't mind me. But yeah, it's almost like with that Hierophant in reverse, this is you feeling like, I don't feel that I have this emotional mastery. I don't feel like I have any type of mastery at all. I feel really discombobulated right now. I feel very emotional right now. But what they're saying is that a lot of you are able to follow the feeling, is what I just heard. You're able to follow the feeling, and that speaks very highly. So there's something called emotional quotient, or EQ, and that's your ability to be able to name what you're feeling, to be able to identify groups of feelings within the same feeling family, and to be able to synthesize those emotions, and have that emotional intelligence to know what you're feeling, why you're feeling it, follow the feeling down to the trigger. And maybe that is a great opportunity, I'm hearing, for the next session of shadow work. So instead of looking at those episodes as being uncontrollable and being afraid of them, is what I'm hearing from some of you. You may have a lot of fear surrounding these episodes because they're so extreme, they're so strong, but you don't know where they come from. You don't know why you're feeling them. A really great thing is to be able to look at those as opportunities, to be able to take those then to your spirit guides and use them as shadow work. And your spirit guides, if you offer it up to your spirit guides and say, spirit guides, help me with X, Y, and Z that I'm going through right now. Help me with what I'm feeling, which is this, this, and this. They're going to take that and they're going to run with it, is what I just heard one of your spirit guides say. They're going to take it and run with it. So you don't need to worry about being able to come up with any special meditation yourself or doing anything. Offering it up to your spirit guides is enough, okay? And then they're going to do the work from there. And then with this star energy too, I'm going to cover her up, but she's actually pouring this jug of water into the lake right there. And I think that's so synchronistic, because that's exactly what you're doing. You're taking this emotion that you're having, and you're being able to transmute it, just like the magician energy here. And you see this star energy here. Stars are created under pressure, is what I just heard. So it's like you're taking this emotional wisdom that you're creating, this King and Queen of Cups energy, and you're able to create stars from it. You're able to transmute it like a magician would, alchemize this dense energy, these dense feelings, and create stars, because stars are really just particles that are put under immense amount of pressure. I think at the core of most stars, it's like iron that was just very, very pressurized. And then they're also showing me diamonds. Diamonds are formed from coal under large amounts of pressure, and that's how these beautiful gems are made, is from all of that pressure, all of that struggle, all of that extreme heat, is what I'm hearing. You're feeling extreme heat right now, pile 3, and it's for a good reason. It's for, and I know it sucks to hear that when you're like, it's easy for you to say like, this freaking sucks. Trust me, I get it. I've been there, you know what I mean? But it's for a good purpose, because on the other side, at least, then you also have the ability to help others who, once you come out from the other side, you are able to identify with others in that same space, and you're able to say, you know what, I can do more than just sympathize with you. I can empathize with you. Empathy is when you know where someone's been, you can put yourself in their shoes, and it helps the other person to know, like, okay, you're not just saying it from, you're not just being good-hearted, even though you don't know exactly what I'm going through, and kind of putting a Band-Aid on my experience. You've actually experienced what I am feeling right now. And so It's often very comforting to be able to know that someone else has gone through what you're going through right now, and to show that, hey, you can come out of the other side, and this is what it feels like. This is what it is like. And that's very comforting to be able to hear. But it's like, yeah, you're coming into this, this like mastery energy too, with the, just put that on there, with this Three of Wands, energy as well. It's you being able to say, yeah, I'm ready to face this. And that's what I'm hearing from a lot of you. It's like, you're not afraid of the shadow work anymore. You're ready to face it. Even though it may be a little bit scary for you, at least you're standing there and you're looking at what needs to be looked at, right? And so that is a very, very important step, is being able to accept the journey, is what I just heard. Accepting the journey is a very powerful piece of you being able to get through this particular chapter. Yes, but this is beautiful. It's beautiful energy that I'm feeling, and my fingers like are itching right now, and they weren't in earlier. So I think it's very synchronistic. It's like some of you may have nail biting habits, or you may have like fidgets that you may deal with. Yeah, and I just kind of scratched my nose too. So there may be some sort of like things that you'll do, maybe like what is that called, where you tap your knee, or not tap your knee, it's like where you shake your leg a lot, because there's a lot of excess energy in your mental body and in your emotional body. Feeling anxious, that's what it's from. So with all of these things coming through, I'm getting that for a lot of you, it's going to be really helpful to do a type of physical meditation, where you actually take your each part of your body and you squeeze, 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 and then you release. And then you take your upper arms and your shoulders, squeeze, 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 release. You picture your legs, you squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your legs, and then you release your legs. So that's going to help to alleviate a lot of excess energy. And then also yoga is going to be very helpful for that as well. So if you don't practice yoga on a regular basis, your spirit guides are coming through to say that that's going to be very helpful for aligning your energy and releasing excess energy that no longer serves you, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Beautiful. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and let's see. Oh, I didn't even, yeah, okay. Wow. So we have Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. Exactly. So this is the emotional body coming through again. Your spirit guides are definitely working with you on this leg of your journey, and they're here to support you, and they're saying you're doing such a good job. Do not be hard on yourselves, because you are doing amazing at being able to work through this energy. And it's just a small kind of bump in the road, but you can certainly get past this quite easily, is what I'm hearing. I also have here Protection Guardian, drop your shield. Exactly. So this was what I was saying earlier. A lot of times as empaths and as sensitives, what we do is we will develop these mechanisms of self-protection, where we'll shut down part of our emotions so that we can really just survive, in the world, because we haven't learned yet how to use our empathic abilities as strengths so that they can shine through. We're taught as we're younger that to be sensitive is to be weak, and that's bad. So then we shut that part of ourselves down. And as a result, it's like we have this unnecessary wall surrounding us that when we get older, that prevents us from being able to connect with people well, is what I'm hearing. And it also prevents us from being able to connect with ourselves also. So this is the dropping the protection that you feel that you have created around yourself, because it's really not acting as protection anymore. It's acting as a barrier between you and your higher self, is what I just heard as well. So it's actually hindering your growth right now. So what you're doing right now with the shadow work and working on healing your heart space is perfect, Pile 3. That is exactly what you need to be doing, because what you need to understand is that your spirit guides are protecting you, and you don't need to embody this masculine energy that is constantly on guard and is constantly hyper vigilant. You can release that masculine energy and bring in some of that feminine, divine feminine energy within you. All of us have masculine and feminine energy within us, and so now I'm hearing it's time to bring in that feminine energy within you. Whether you identify gender-wise as male or female, feminine energy is being called to rise up here. And Kuan Yin is the Ascended Master of Mercy and Compassion. She's a beautiful Ascended Master to call in to help heal the heart space as well. She'll work beautifully, I'm hearing, with your guides on this, okay? All right, yeah, and I'm still like, it's still itching. So for sure, yoga is definitely going to help you guys if you have any type of fidgety energy. And that meditation where you squeeze each part of your body and then release it, that's going to help as well. Okay. Messages for pile number 3, spirit guides of the light conscious for pile 3. Messages for pile 3, please. Messages, thank you. Yeah, so we have Fire Guardian here, ignite your passion. Interesting. So I'm hearing for a lot of you, doing things that you truly enjoy is going to help to awaken the heart space also. So some of you may really love theater and it may be fun to take an improv class. Some of you may really love sports and it would be a good thing for you to join a local league. Others of you may really be into dancing, I'm hearing. And so taking like local dance classes, something that you love and being able to make time for that, because that's going to allow that spark to happen in the heart space. It's going to raise your vibration as well. I was telling another pile this in a reading that I was doing the other day, something about doing what you love, sparking passion within you and raising your vibration. But that same message is coming through here for you guys as well. It's going to raise your vibration. It's going to raise your frequency so that you can effectively heal this blockage here. Because when you keep your energy and your energetic body at a denser level, it's harder for those blockages to be released. It makes the energy harder and it makes it less free flowing, and it's harder for the spirit guides to be able to move it, is what I'm hearing. Okay. All right. So spirit guides of pile number 3, messages for pile number 3, please. Messages for pile number 3. Messages for pile number 3, please. Thank you. Yeah, we have the Knight coming through here. Be brave and honest. Yeah, so pile 3, this is a big call to honor yourself, honor you, your soul coming through from within saying, hey, this is who you really are. You really are this beautifully big-hearted, pure heart. I just heard a lot of you have pure hearts, which is a very, very difficult thing to master. And that is that's a big piece of our ascension journey, is being able to have a pure heart space. But I'm hearing that you guys have such pure hearts. You are such sensitive souls, such kind human beings, and being able to rest in this authenticity. I'm hearing rest in this authenticity, dear one. I'm being also guided to the roses here. So roses may be significant for you. That's a specific confirmation for someone that they were just drawing me towards. But so yes, with be brave and be honest, it's having the courage to embody your soul, having the courage to be who you truly are. The people who will get you and flock to you. The people who don't get you just will stay away, and that's all well and good. That's totally fine. We don't need the approval of everybody. We just need our own inner validation. That's all we ever need, okay? Then back of the deck here, we have Warrior. Yeah, be fearless and stand strong. Exactly. Yes, pile 3. So your energy here is very much, your spirit guides are coming through to tell you that you need to be able to wholly be yourself and not give in to the outside world. The outside world can often be super influential in the way that we think and what we do and what we like, and we can judge ourselves based on the perceptions of others. They're saying here, no, all you ever need to do is ground yourself in who you are and let that shine through. Let that be there. And they're saying even that any negativity that you may be afraid of experiencing, or I'm hearing for some of you, you may be afraid to let your heart space become fully activated again because you've lived so long without it being fully on. And I'm hearing that you can let that fear go. Yeah, be fearless. Be fearless. Pile 3, okay, you don't need that fear. You can release it. You can let it go, because you're meant to use your heart space as the light worker that you are. Your heart space is super powerful, and your spirit guides can communicate with you, can work through you, I'm hearing, a lot easier and more effectively when you have a cleared heart space. Your heart space is also, what is it? Like several times stronger. The electromagnetic frequencies that your heart space gives off is like a few times stronger than your brain, right? And so you can't problem solve your way out of this one, is what I just heard. So it's being able to think about this less logically and being able to embody more of that heart space, because it truly is the intelligent source. And when we're created in our mother's womb, I think the heart is the very first organ to be created, and then the brain, if I'm not mistaken. You can look it up. I'm not sure about that. But it just goes to show that our heart space is so powerful, and your spirit guides are coming through to say, embody it. Don't be afraid of it. Welcome it, is what I'm hearing. Welcome this change. Welcome this change. Okay. So, oh my gosh, spirit guides of the light conscious for pile number 3. Thank you. Yeah, we also have passion flower. I think that's such a synchronicity that we have the word passion coming through here twice. We have ignite your passions from the fire guardian, if you can see that. And then we have the passion flower coming through there too. It's a terrible angle, but you guys get the gist. And then we also have red birds. So that may be significant for you as well. If that's a passed on loved one or a spirit guide, that's definitely a specific confirmation for someone with the red bird coming through there. But yes, so with the passion flower, it's like, again, what sets your heart, what gets it flickering is what I just heard. What gets your heart flickering? What causes a little spark? What causes a small flame to go off in your heart space? Because that's exactly what you want to pursue, is what I'm hearing. That's going to, again, raise your vibration so that you can effectively have that cleared heart space and work through this change in your heart space much quicker. But yeah, that's going to be super important for you, pile 3. And for a lot of you, I'm hearing that maybe you haven't been able to do things that you love in quite a long time. For some of you, it may just be that you feel like, I'm so busy with like school, or I'm so busy with work, and I just don't have time, or I have responsibilities and I never have, the energy to be able to devote to specific things that I enjoy doing. And they're really coming through. Yeah, they're coming through to say, swallow the sun, basically to enjoy life, take life by the horns, and fully experience all that life has to offer, is what I just heard. Fully experience all that life has to offer, because this is a beautiful opportunity that we have to come down here and experience life here in the 3D world. And so it's so important to be able to welcome that with open arms, instead of being closed off to life, being closed off to your emotions, being, kind of afraid of all of that. It's stepping into this energy of seeing it as opportunity. That's what I keep hearing. Okay, pile 3. All right, so pile 3, spirit guides of light conscious messages for pile 3, please. I'll do one more message here from pile 3. One more message for pile 3. Thank you. Yeah, we have number 33 here, master number coming through, Pele's summons. So the goddess Pele is coming through to want to work with you as well. What did I say before? Divine feminine energy. So call on the goddess Pele along with your spirit guides to help you. Yeah, and I'm being told there's this solar plexus energy being highlighted here. It's almost like they're saying that your heart space is the resting ground for your personal power, is what someone just told me. That came through. Your heart space is the resting ground for your personal power. Okay, so that is very, very important for you to understand. Our heart space is very, very important, and it's a place of refuge. It's like that safe harbor when the world is going crazy, when you don't know what's happening. You can come back to that space within yourself and know, pile 3. Okay, it's almost like when you're meditating and you're not you anymore, but suddenly you recognize that you're just a being, you're just an energy that knows. all right, that doesn't need to prove itself, that doesn't need to be anything. It just is, and it just knows. That is the energy coming through here. That is what your heart space can do for you, okay? Then at the back of the deck here, yeah, we have number 39, spiritual kin. Yes, and we have the cougar coming through here as well. That's a specific animal confirmation for someone, if that's your spirit animal, or the cougar could be wanting to come in and just want to work with you. But yes, so your spirit, your soul tribe is what I just heard. More than just your spirit guides, but your soul tribe is coming through to say, hey, we're here with you. Call on us. And I'm actually being pulled here. This reminds me of Lyran energy. So Lyran star seeds, you guys could identify as that. And if that is so, then your Lyran soul tribe is coming through to say, hey, honey, call on us. We are, they're so funny. I just heard this song from Michael Jackson, or Jackson 5, like way back in the day, OG. It was like OG Jackson 5 type of thing, like just call my name and I'll be there. Don't you know that done, I'll be there. That song. So that is coming through. They're really funny. And I think I did a Starseed Roots reading recently, and they came through too. And that collective was just super funny. They were cracking jokes left and right. I was cracking up when I was doing that reading. So the same energy is coming through here. They're like, I'll be there. So that's them. They're like, I'll be there, honey. Just look over your shoulder. Yeah, just look over your shoulder, honey. I'll be there. So that's them coming through. I love that. Beautiful. Okay. So pile 3, we are going to do one last card here. All right. So spirit guides of the light conscious for pile number 3. One final message for my beautiful, beautiful pile 3s, please. That was a good one. Okay. I always say that. They're always good ones. That's why. Oh no. Yes. Okay. That's right. Perfect. So interesting. First off, can we just kind of recognize how similar these energies are that are coming through? The one that I pulled in the back of the deck energies. So the one that I pulled is Serenity, coming through with this beautiful greenish blue color. And it says, through love, release, and inner work, I know peace. Exactly. What have we been talking about? I have a gentle view of life and welcome every step with confidence. Yes, be fearless and stand strong. I remain brave in the face of fear. Yes, and I have the wisdom to let the universe do its work. Oop, you couldn't see that. Now you can. Exactly, pile 3. That is what I'm saying. Couldn't have said it better myself. That is just a perfect summary of literally everything that we have been talking about here. And then we have at the back of the deck here, transformation with this energy coming through. And then it says, I am constantly evolving. I improve inwardly by working on my weaknesses and refining my strengths. Life ensures I'm presented with situations that will help me learn and grow. I am aware of my progress and open my wings to the light. Yes, exactly. That is what I'm saying, pile 3. And yes, I open my wings to the light. You can see it better there. There we go. Wings. I open my wings to the light. That is you. You are angels of light coming through to heal this world, which, can I just say, we need your energy right now, pile 3. We need souls like you shining their authenticity into the world, because it is through people like you that we will be able to see change. What is that song from Sam Cooke? And I know a change gonna come. Yeah, exactly. That's what's coming through here. And I know a change gonna come. A change is gonna come, but he says gonna come in the song. Anyway, so that's you. In order for this transformation to take place, we need more people like you, okay? We need We need you, pile 3, all right? And you're very powerful. You are a very powerful light worker, and you're here for a very specific mission. You signed up for this. So you're here. You're beautiful. Your spirit guides are here to support you. Call on them. They want to step in to help you, okay, pile 3? All right. So with that, my beautiful, beautiful souls, I love you guys so much because I have been where you've been. So I identify with you guys so much, and just know that I'm sending so much healing, love, energy from my heart right now over to yours. If you can feel that beautiful white, pink, purple, silver light just beaming forward into your heart and being absorbed by your heart. That's my gift to you, okay? So pile 3, I hope you enjoyed this. It's been an honor to be able to tap into your energy. If you liked this, go ahead and like and subscribe to see more videos like this. Love you so much, and I will see you in the next reading.